Well, hello everyone. Here to show you the wish star points coloring right here. As you see right here, as I went ahead and colored in, you say beside details. You say the house I used to live in. Of course, you got right here is the nighttime. They say scenery right here. Is I went ahead and drew the house, and then of course you have right here is the star, and with the star is that you see right here is that I went ahead and it kind of looks like the sun, but I went ahead and add in some blue and they say brown coloring right here to say to the picture. But a lot of times I remember that of course my siblings and I would it's like we'd go up to the the patio door was to make a wish at the say with the wish star, and I of course I may have mentioned it on the some of the other videos I posted of course on my channel, but I can if I can remember right that a few things that I may have wish for, like I think during that time that I liked the singing karaoke and wanted a microphone at the time, and then of course that another thing that I think I wish for is during that time that I think I had a Sega Genesis. I think I wish for a game to play with on a Sega Genesis console, maybe a Lincoln Log set, maybe a remote control, another remote control car or something like that is what I was interested in, and knowing about that. Of course, a few of those toys, of course, I had gotten lately. Of course, it's like that a lot of people probably think about, that a lot of things that you would like to have that knowing about is like sometimes you just don't get them, and then of course the things that you do get that it's like knowing about that you just that like my parents used to always say that be a good if you be good, and then you'll get them. But other than that, knowing about that, we could probably think about whenever we're in school. And it's like if we were to would you say get a job, or to say is buy a house or whatever you call it, that knowing about that if you have what you call start getting things all together, knowing about it's like how much money that you're bringing in is knowing about the fact about that the whole meeting about it's like you wish you had this, you wish you had that, and you say, and a lot of people probably think about it's like careful what you wish for, is knowing about exactly that the amount of things that I wish for over the years that I could probably think about that a few of them it's like that I usually don't really go by the name of wish, but let's just say if you heard of somebody say that, like knowing about that, I guess that's normal for anybody to think about, if you really want something real bad. But on the other hand too, that knowing about it, it's like the story that I have, if you really want something real bad, knowing about is like maybe you can work for it. It's like work it out for whatever it is. It's like knowing about is like save your money or keep that in mind, knowing about it may take 2 years or 5 years or whatever, knowing about is like knowing about the text about the effort of the shopping it is, knowing about it's like that really that if it's shopping in the mall or shopping around town, shopping or wherever, that knowing about that if you worked hard or something like that, knowing about whatever you can work out, you'll be able to get it. But other than that you have right here is the scenery I went ahead and put together right here. Obviously is the patio door, and of course this was at the house I used to live at, but I remember that we had a patio like this, one of those sliding doors. It was a sliding door, and with the sliding door it was that you see right here is got the backyard. But I remember that the sibling and I used to look up at the star, and then we think about the star would be listening up to what we had want to say. It's like it's like knowing about the fact about that you wish for something, and knowing about it's like give yourself points for it. It's like knowing about that. It's like for 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like what you say is the times tables. Is knowing about this is usually do the times tables, but in a number of things that you wish for is like at the wish star it is. But you have right here, and some people probably see here so I guess there's some ways of how to do it. Is that you would draw like what you call a line right there. Is like, you know, for each point it was like, kind of like if you say a diagonal, say zigzag it is. But all together about 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points. It is it's like we say normally that you would see on on a dartboard. It is dartboard, any type of game of chess, as if you be playing any type of game it is. But knowing about that, it's like you say, it's like wish I had a telescope or anything like that. Wish I can, if I, you know, find that information about you know, such and such. But other than that, and then of course working is like the calculator, and then of course this kind of calculator right here is, you know, the kind of calculator I know, and is like that, you know, 8 times 8, it's like, you know, equals, it's like, you know, for equals, and it's like go ahead and say for 64 stuff like that. But anyway, anybody could probably think about is like, you know, it's like a wish I knew all the times tables, maybe that you know, figure out. It's like, you know, how to teach you, everybody knowing about the fact about if you have a math problem, it is, and knowing about, you know, between how many square yards, like knowing about, it's like how far our planet is. It's like, you know, from Earth or something like that. But with most of our education, it is knowing about that. Yeah, that with most of the time that whenever I would make a wish, you know, it would be something that, you know, I like to have. But then on the other hand too, that knowing about is right, you know, about the memory. It is knowing about that. Yeah, that I may never understand really about. It's like if you ever got, you know, if you really satisfied with whatever you got, it's like for what you wished for those couple of years ago. But on the other hand too, that knowing about that the one thing that I won't forget either, that the knowing about is that that at one time that I used to have to look at pictures a lot of times in order to be able to draw them. And then of course it's like knowing about that, you know, anything that I try to draw, it's like, you know, it's like in my mind. And I guess I can go ahead and take like the purple here. It's like if I want to go ahead and draw, it's like draw a star. It's like draw a star that is very far away, about right here and right here. It's like normally that they're pretty dark, you can't really see them. But you say draw 3 stars right here, and then with the 3 stars, just go ahead and draw as like if they were, say, balls of gas. That would be, say, in space it is. But other than that,